What if your favorite food could make you a millionaire? Most people think you need a fancy degree or a fat bank account to strike it rich, but a Japanese accountant named Ryuji Ishii proved them wrong with nothing but his love for sushi. In this video, I'll reveal how Ryuji transformed supermarkets into sushi gold mines and share 3 secrets you can use to turn your passion into wealth. Stick around, because this story will change how you see opportunity forever. Ryuji Ishii, the accountant who made sushi a supermarket staple. Picture Los Angeles in 1985. Ryuji Ishii, a 30-something accountant, sits in his modest apartment craving the sushi he grew up with in Japan. Back home, sushi was everywhere, fresh, cheap, grabbed from corner shops on the way home. But in America, it was a rare treat, served in upscale restaurants with price tags that made his eyes water. Ryuji didn't just miss the taste, he missed the idea of sushi. Simple, delicious, for everyone. That longing wasn't just homesickness, it was a spark of passion that would ignite a revolution. Ryuji saw something no one else did. Why couldn't sushi be as common as a sandwich? Why couldn't families grab it at their local supermarket just like they picked up milk or bread? In 1986, with $10,000 scraped together from savings, he founded Advanced Fresh Concepts, or AFC. His vision was bold: bring sushi bars inside grocery stores, offering fresh, affordable rolls to everyday shoppers. No fancy chefs, no velvet ropes, just sushi for the masses. But the dream was a hard sell. Supermarket managers scoffed. Raw fish in a grocery store? Good luck, they laughed. Customers were even tougher. In the 1980s, most Americans thought sushi was weird, exotic, even risky. Ryuji faced rejection at every turn. Banks wouldn't lend, suppliers wouldn't budge, and his savings dwindled fast. He hit rock bottom when he couldn't pay his rent, staring at an empty fridge, wondering if he'd made a terrible mistake. But Ryuji's passion wasn't just a whim, it was a fire that refused to die. He kept knocking on doors, tweaking his pitch, and believing in his vision. Then came the turning point. In late 1986, Ryuji persuaded a Vons supermarket in Marina del Rey, California, to give his idea a shot. He set up a tiny sushi counter, trained a small team, and introduced the California roll, a safe, avocado-packed roll designed to win over hesitant Americans. Shoppers stopped, curious. They tried a sample, then another. By the end of the first week, the counter was mobbed. Word spread like wildfire, and that single counter became the seed of an empire. By the early 1990s, AFC sushi bars were in hundreds of supermarkets, from California to New York. Ryuji's rolls were no longer a novelty, they were a staple. Today, Advanced Fresh Concepts is North America's largest sushi franchisor, with over 4,000 locations across the US, Canada, and Australia. Its Southern Tsunami brand generates nearly $250 million a year, churning through 300 tons of fish and 1.9 million pounds of rice. Ryuji, once a number-crunching accountant, is a multimillionaire who reshaped how the world eats. His work earned a spot in the Smithsonian National Museum of American History for revolutionizing food culture. In 2010, Japan's Minister of Agriculture honored him for spreading Japanese culture globally. But this isn't just a story about sushi. It's about a man who saw opportunity where others saw impossibility. Ryuji had no business experience, no wealthy backers, just a passion for making sushi accessible. His success came from persistence, adaptation, and a refusal to let rejection dim his fire. So what can you take from Ryuji Ishii's story? Here are 3 lessons to turn your passion into millions. Lesson 1, turn your passion into a solution. Ryuji loved sushi, but he saw a bigger problem. It wasn't accessible. He made it his mission to fix that. What do you love? Maybe it's fitness, crafts, or teaching. Find a way to make it easier, cheaper, or better for others, and you've got a business. Lesson 2, start small, but think big. Ryuji didn't open 4,000 sushi bars overnight. He started with 1 counter, proved it worked, and scaled up. Test your idea in your community, whether it's a side hustle or a prototype. Passion fuels the first step, results fuel the empire. Lesson 3, win skeptics with simplicity. Ryuji knew raw fish scared Americans, so he leaned on the California roll to ease them in. Whatever your passion, make it approachable. Break it down, make it fun, and people will flock to you. Why did Ryuji succeed? His passion wasn't just about sushi, it was about sharing culture and solving a problem. He analyzed the market and saw supermarkets as untapped potential. His resilience through rejection showed the grit millionaires need, and by offering samples and simple rolls, he turned doubters into loyal customers. Ryuji's story proves that passion, paired with strategy, can transform an industry and build wealth. Ryuji Ishii turned a craving into a multi-million-dollar empire because he believed in his passion. What's your spark? That one thing you can't stop thinking about, food, art, helping others, it could be your ticket to millions. Don't wait for permission. Start small, solve a problem, and keep going. If Ryuji's story lit a fire in you, smash that like button and subscribe to Riches Reborn for more stories of passion creating millionaires. Drop a comment. What's the passion you'd turn into a business? Check the description for tools to kickstart your journey and share this video with someone who needs a push. Let's make your dreams reality together. See you in the next story.